And I opened the double doors, and here he was.
She came to practice room, and she asked me for my room. Yeah, I need to practice a lot, but I said, oh no, I will give my room to her. Yeah.
And in the moment I opened the door, he said, wait, don't leave. You can use this room. I'm leaving.
When I saw her the first time, I don't know if she put attention on me, but I really like her tremendously.
I opened my violin, and he closed his. Guess what happened? He invited me to a party. And then from there, things started to roll. We met somewhere in November, and he visited over the Christmas break or January. And we visited my first violin teacher, who I just adored her because she was a great musician, great person, and probably produced who I am today from not knowing how to hold violin and living with Sibelius concerto. And she suddenly just asked out to Alvaro, she said, well, what are your plans? And we're like, what plans? She said, well, don't you know that you have to leave Soviet Union and that's it, you will never see her again? And then Alvaro got in panic mood and said, well, I'm planning to marry her. I'm like, and I looked at him and I'm like, what?
That was life at the first sight. I didn't believe in that either. My plan was to marry really late and all that stuff, but when I met Routa, all my plan changed.
Coming back to Moscow, we tried to get a date to get married, and guess what happened? I get phone calls from my teachers saying, well, can you play a concert for all Soviet Union televised in April 4th? And I'm like, no, I can't, that's my wedding date. And they exactly knew that, that's why they were like, choose. And I said, I chose already. And yeah, that was my decision. And that's how it happened, very quickly and by necessity of just stay together, otherwise Alvaro would be leaving and I would be staying there.
And we fell madly in love and we married. In 4 months we get married, We have some troubles with the organization, the Tchaikovsky Conservatorium, to allow us to leave. And we're supposed to leave for 4 months or 3 months and we never come back. It was tough. That was really tough.
My mother signed a paper allowing me to get married. That was required if that was with foreign citizen. And surprise, she lost a job. And yeah, that was retaliation.
Well, when I live in Moscow, I have the position to help me to be safe and to use a diplomatic passport. I was a cultural attaché of the Chilean embassy in Moscow.
We're able to get plane tickets and passports and visas and go to Chile to visit, allegedly to visit Alvaro's family. And we just stayed in Chile.
We play a lot in South America, and later on we start to play a lot all over the world. And that is thanks to the support of the Minister of Cultural Affairs in Chile. They select certain artists from Chile who represent the country all over the world.
We prefer to travel together because it's more fun. And sometimes when we are in professional life, it's easy. I sometimes say jokingly, there is music and then there is real life.
When we approach to a new piece or a traditional piece, we have absolutely different concept. I believe it's hard to argue until we convince each other to come to one conclusion, but an agreement, put in that way.
Then jokingly Alvaro might say, well, let's go to fight a little bit again, meaning let's go to practice a little bit again. And that's sometimes when we have product ready. Well, believe it or not, one of my favorite pieces is actually Mozart's Concertone. I love that piece for violin and viola, but we are going to perform with Bach Festival. That's really, I think, one of my favorites. And why? Because there is such a deep expression. I just also like that my voice is a little bit more feminine, higher voice, and his voice is deeper viola sound.
I don't know if you can find in the viola repertoire another piece where you can be so expressive, so lyric, like the viola in the Sinfonia Concertante, especially in the second movement. And you can enjoy playing the viola. You are not doing harmony. I mean, you can go for that. I mean, it's exciting.
And I just think that people are in for a treat there because it's a magnificent piece.
The Bach Festival is an institution well recognized in Central Florida for numbers of years. You know?
I got a phone call. We would like you to play this Bach Festival.
And John Sinclair was looking for a concertmaster, and Routa, he called Routa, you know, and Routa play, and he liked apparently the work of Routa, and Routa started to play.
Alvaro and Routa have been with us a long time, and it's just been a wonderful relationship, and we are so lucky to have players of that caliber serving in the front of the orchestra. A funny story is we were trying out a variety of concertmasters. Well, Routa stood up to have them tune, and they played a note, and they tuned, and the brass honked away the notes. I don't think, you know, they took the tuning seriously enough for Routa. And so she asked for another A, they tuned again. And instead of sitting down, she asked for another A and looked back at him, and it was an all-male section, and she said, "Not yet, boys," and made him tune again. And I thought, oh boy, do I have a keeper now.
I'm just, you know, doing my job, but for them this is like second or third job even. And I have tremendous respect to Bach Festival Choir. It's just amazing.
And the choir is always very well prepared, and the performance, they are always better than the rehearsals. That means they know what they are doing.
I guess John is demanding from them that highest level, and that shows in performances. I have had many times in my life to decide what's more important for me. Is that glittering career or balanced life with family and career? I think I have achieved it, balance.